Okay, so the police stormed my house and began to terrorize me, a woman alone by herself at her home. And so I am taken down tactical, hostile style, and I'm slammed to the ground, face down, flat on the ground, my mouth held down to the ground and my nose, and they have me in a chokehold because one of them has his knee right in my neck, and so I'm having difficulty breathing. Because I have 4 men on top of me and I can't breathe, and so I let them know I can't breathe, and they start to laugh. But before I can even do that, I had to literally twist my face to the side, my neck, which could barely twist, so I can take in some air from my mouth and nose, and then I was able to say I couldn't breathe. And they continue to hold me in the same position. They continue to laugh at me, and they asked if I wanted water. Laughing, just joking, right? So they thought it was comical. They thought it was funny that I was suffocating to death. Then they put the cuffs on me, lift me up once I'm chained, and put me on the dining chair at our dining table area. Then, before they actually do that, one of them pulled out the carbon monoxide detector off the wall while I'm on the ground and my face is twisted to the side and I'm pleading with them because I can't breathe. He literally took this little device, put it right in my face, and stepped on it with his boots to exercise power over me and control, and to show me that they're in power now of my life and my home. So they picked me up and they threw me on the chair, and then begins interrogation. So there's 2 white cops and another white cop, so 3 white cops, the leading cop who's white, and then 2 other ones that were partners, they're both white. And his partner, the leading cop, his partner is of South Asian descent, Indian. And so the South Asian descent Indian cop is standing by near closest to the kitchen. The leading white cop is right in my face at the dining table, and then the other 2 are just going about my house. My house is declared a crime scene, so they're illegally searching my home because there's no search warrant that was presented, and they don't have any permission from anybody, so this is illegal. And so they're doing this, and there's also a white elderly man in all black clothes, had no badge, didn't have police on the chest. Unidentified man is in my house, and he's standing there. There's also, I've noticed when they put me on the chair, one of the superintendents who was at my house just the weekend before questioning me. And so I'm not surprised, they're all connected. There he was, lifting my door, the hinges from the wall, and then just kind of putting it back on the hinges, right? And then interrogation begins, right? And terrorizing me before they take me out of my home. So the leading white cop gets right in my face, and color is important in this case because it was all about color, and it was also about my religion. And so it's important to understand that this was a anti-black racism attack, and it was also Islamophobia attack. And so he gets in my face and says, "You're beautiful, but too bad." So that's the first comment that comes out of his mouth. And in my head, it's, what do you mean too bad? Like, what is the plan? Like, to kill me? And so I'm scared at this point because I don't know what this man is going to do. He had a lot of energy. He was all over the place. He would go from my right, left, and he was screaming. And so I'm not sure. He had crazy eyes. He constantly had his one hand to his gun, and so he looked like he wanted to kill me, and he just wanted me to give him a reason to kill me. And I'm alone inside the house with these men. And then he gets in my face and he says, "What did you post on Facebook?" And this is repeated over and over, and this is the interrogation part and torture, basically, because I'm being questioned by a public official and I'm being tortured psychologically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. He's trying to break me down. And then he started off with the sexual harassment comment about my looks. So then he says, what did you post on Facebook? Then he says, "You know why we're here? Do you know why we're here?" And he's very angry, and he says, "We're here because you deleted the Chinese guy." And he does this with his eyes. "You deleted the Chinese guy from your Facebook." And he's like, "Why did you delete the Chinese guy, eh? Why did you delete the Chinese guy from your Facebook?" And so I'm being questioned, and these men just stormed my home illegally. All because I deleted somebody from Facebook. I'm being interrogated and tortured and terrorized, held at gunpoint, nearly killed, and I'm still not safe, all because I deleted a person from social media on my Facebook. I cannot process the level of injustice and crime that's being committed. And so then he continues this process of intimidation, interrogation, and terrorizing me. I refuse to flinch even, and I stay absolutely quiet because I know the only way to survive them is to not engage. It's not to I'm exercising my right to remain silent at this point. I still have that right. Although he will violate it later on. Anyway, so then I remain silent, and he continues to question me, and in my head I'm praying. I'm also meditating as a person who meditates normally on a regular basis and practices mindfulness living. I'm meditating to cultivate peace, to contain and control any type of fear and anger that might arise from my dehumanization, this display of injustice, the crime of breaking the law by men who are supposed to uphold the law, and terrorizing a woman in her home who's 5'2", 120 pounds, and it takes all these men to storm my home, kick me down, tactical, hostile style. Why? What crime have I committed? I've never committed a crime in my life, so my question is why? And I'm demanding justice. And so I'm terrorized, tortured, interrogated for no reason because I deleted somebody from Facebook. Does that make sense? In a country where there's supposed to be laws to protect people, why? These are my questions. And so please continue to follow my journey for justice. And I'm going to stop at this point because it's too painful to continue and I need a break. But please continue to support my journey for justice at Justice for Mimuna Mohamed. Follow me on all social media, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. And please sign the petition on change.org so this can end, because it hasn't ended yet. They're still trying everything they can to, again, start this process all over, because they do this continuously in a pattern every 4 to 6 years. And they've been trying everything they can this year to take me down. And I'm trying to survive. And I'm launching this public campaign to protect my life, my family's life, and my community. Please support my journey for justice. Please sign the petition on change.org for my life and all those who have been dealt in the same injustice. All those who have been silenced, who are no longer here, who cannot speak up for themselves. Like my mother, Medina Dini, may God have mercy on her soul. demand justice. Thank you for your time. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon all of you.